decided that I'm gonna film a 30-minute video today because I also have the weekend off. So we're gonna do a build your own palette, get ready with me. So I don't really have any themes, but I do have now 2 empty magnetic palettes, and I do have a cute Tarte one on the way, so that's fun. You can tell I've had makeup on already today, but that's okay. I'll take it off, put it on, and double cleanse later. So here's our palette, our empty magnetic, our empty magnetic palette here. I should probably get my sponges out. Okay, so we're just gonna build a 12-pan palette to use for the month, which we're early on in the month, so I'm not too late to do this. And these are all my singles. I do plan to get more than just ColourPop and stuff, but for now, this is what we're working with. That's why I bought another magnetic palette. So let's go through this one. I do think, can you tell which one's my favorite shade? I'm gonna take the turntable shade. I'm gonna put that'll be our first shade. And let's go with this one. Cutouts. So we're gonna go with the shade Cutouts. I think that will be it from this palette. I don't remember the palette shade name, the palette thing. I just bought it for the shades. So we do have our Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss palette here, which has ColourPop and Sparkly's Glitter Gloss shadows. I want to pull Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss Chaos Orb. So we're gonna pull Chaos Orb from her. I'm gonna put that into our palette. I don't know if there's anything else from in here that I want. Maybe this pink. I don't even know if I can pronounce that. Mostis. Oh, Solstice with the Mostis. Psh, pronounce that. Let's pull Solstice with the Mostis. I got cocky. And then I butchered it. Oops. Oh, it's okay. It survived. So oh no. What am I doing? They're okay. They lived. So that's all we're taking from this palette. Do have some more ColourPop Jeffree Star and a NARS shadow in here. Am I gonna take anything from this palette? That looks really pretty. Which one is this? Antimatter? Ooh, let's put in this Antimatter. Okay, so nothing else from there. Here's what we're looking like so far. I need to get some more mattes in there. All right. So here we are in this palette. So let's see. We have purple tones in there. So let's pull out get another lighter shimmer. Let's go with this one. And that is the shade Heavenly. So we're gonna go with the shade Heavenly. Kind of like a nice sky blue. We're thinking. I don't think I want anything else from that palette. So, now remember, I'm going to use this palette for a month. I need 6 more shades. So I am going to pull this black shade though, which is, it's called Let's Do It. Okay, we're gonna get the Looking Fresh shade here. Fine China Matte. You know what? We're gonna go with an orange too. Go with the lighter orange. Sun Kissed. Where's the siding? Oh. Let's go ahead and throw in Brick Road. And let's go back to these other palettes. One more shade. I need one more shade. Not that one. This one, I did not have this in my hand. Let's go ahead and throw in this baby pink. And it is Good Manners. So that's Good Manners. So that's our Color Story palette. Move all this off to the side. Okay, so here's our Color Story matte. Not as a matte, but it's not all matte. So this is our Color Story palette to use for the month of, it's just April. I don't know. I'll look. This is the palette I'm going to use for this month. And we'll redo this next month. And hopefully I will have bought some more different brand eyeshadow singles. So be more interesting. So that's that. Tell me, what would you name this palette? What would you call this? Because I have no name. So we're going to prime our eyes. It's the full face too. This is not a get ready with me. It's probably midnight right now, but that's okay. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion shade Eden. I love this. Currently obsessed. I might just do that. Probably have to buy a backup, but I'm okay with that because I'll probably end up using this up by the end of the year. I'm just gonna spread it out with my fingers. I'm just kind of spreading it out because it does dry down matte, which is also why I bought it. The original one is okay, but it's not my preferred. I like a base that has color, but I do have other bases though that I like that are tacky. But for the most part, I'd prefer a non-tacky base. You can tell I get more on the other side, but that's okay. I need a makeup wipe. So, that's done. All right, so my makeup brush here. We're gonna take the Tattoo Selection. I got this from Dollar General. We're gonna go into our orange shade here, which is shade Sunkissed. We're gonna go, going into the shade Sunkissed. Yeah, Sunkissed is the shade we're gonna go into. Oh, no, I lied. I just like that and didn't look all backwards. I'm going in, sorry, wrong one. We're going into Brick Road first, which is that bright red, dark bright red. And Sunkissed will be on top of that. And if you will notice, I do have a hooded eye. I also have a lazy eye. I have two, like, and by lazy eye, I mean like one eyelid just goes up and the other eyelid just says crinkled, and I'm not for sure why I call it my lazy eye, because it just don't want to do anything. All I'm doing is I'm just slowly taking it up just a little bit. Hey, that'll be fine. So we're gonna take the essence brush here. Now we're gonna go into our orange, which is, was it Sunkissed I said it was? Sunkissed. So we're gonna go in that. And we're gonna take that right over. I like it. Oh, I just got to do the same to the other eye. Surprised the cats haven't come over and say hello. They're not gonna like me though in a couple weeks. I need to get them to the vet. See how that's spun pretty okay. So we're gonna take the same brush, I'm just gonna wipe it on this and go into Let's Do It, which is the black shade in the palette. Always trust the process. See, that don't look too bad. We're gonna go a little bit back into our red. Fill in the long space gap right there. You'll see why. I Alright, so now we're going to cut our crease, but not the way you would think. I have changed things up. I'm going to use the Nyx Glitter Glue. I always wonder, why does everybody use Nyx Glitter Glue? Why people use Nyx Glitter Glue to cut their crease? I'm like, why? Past couple of days, I understand. Shimmers that normally are not vibrant on super vibrant. I'm like, wow. And I'm just using a e.l.f. flat liner brush here. I just put some on the back of my hand. I'm just picking it up. Doing it how I would normally do my cut crease. I'm gonna do the other side the same way. Alright, so that's that. So now we need to pick up a shimmer. I'm going to go with, let's use Sparkly's Glitter and Gloss Chaos Orb. I'm using the Laura Los Angeles brush to pick it up. Ooh, see why I'm using that Nyx Glitter Glue? Sweet cheese. And I'm just patting it on. That's so pretty. She's really good with her shimmers. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our dark blue, which is antimatter. We're going to go into this, put it on the outer skirt of our eyes. We're just mingling it. So yeah, there'll probably be a auto order soon on my end so I can get some more Nyx Glitter Glue, because I don't think it's going to be around too it won't last long now that I have Discovery. I've just been too stubborn to like actually try it since everybody else is trying it and loving it. So now what we're going to do is go back in with some more of that Chaos Orb. If you really like how this purple looks, she is on Etsy and has beautiful other shades. I'm just kind of mending these together is what I'm doing right now. So, if you do visit her site, I do have a code. It's Keeks24, just KEEEKS24. I do make a small commission, but I have my commission donated because I just don't have PayPal. It's okay. I'd rather donate it. And what I'm doing now is I'm going back in with a little bit more of that red that we started out with. Just lightly. A little bit of the black. You're seeing how I do my full makeup routine currently. Okay, so now we're gonna clean this up. Not a bad look from this palette. I'm really loving Chaos Orb there. I need to buy more of her shimmers. She does have a launch coming. I think it's on the 7th. This is how I get my eyeshadow shape. Okay, that's the best that she's getting, even as I got it. So now what I do is I apply my eyeliner, but I want to use a purple eyeliner. Let's use a lighter eyeliner, so it's going to be pink. We're going to go with the shade Amethyst Hour from ColourPop. That was broke. I was like, what the heck? Okay, that is applied. So now let's go with, use our Laura Geller mascara primer. Although as soon as this video is done, I'm gonna take pictures and then take it off shower. This is almost used up. Okay, now we're gonna use our Oma Beauty Level Up Batter Boom Hair thing mascara. I don't know what the name is. It's got like so many words on it, I don't know. So there's that. So we're gonna prime Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. I know this is old, but it's almost used up. That's way too much, so we're gonna spread that out. Earlier today, I had a nice neutral look going. What is that? Okay, so we're foundation. We're gonna use our Dior Skin Glow. I actually just shook it up, but I'm like right here on it usage-wise. Not bad. And I got it beginning of this year, end of last year. I know it looks a little bit darker to me, but I promise it's not. See, if you look at my forehead to my face, right? Oh, that matches. My cheeks they're just pale. I'm one of those naturally tan people who just don't get out in the sun. But I've also got so many sunspots from being out in the sun for so long when I was younger that I'm trying not to get those any worse, you know? Mainly because cancer runs in my family and I don't want to risk it, so we just avoid the sun. So I stay naturally tan throughout the year. So I will get out for like maybe 2 hours and get a little bit darker. Just a little bit, because your girl ain't trying to buy any more foundation. You know how hard it is to find foundation now that matches me? I'm a weird shade. Anyway, this foundation's really nice. I like it a lot. So then that's what I would do. Right there. That's it for foundation. Look how nicely that blended out. And see, I matched the rest of me, so we're good, guys. Done with that. So now we're going to use our concealer, which is the Dior Skin Correct here. 20R, if you're wondering what shade this is. And the other one is 3C. A lady tried telling me that wasn't my shade, but she was wrong, clearly. I went in with no makeup. And that's always a slight risk when going into Sephora. Because I've learned how to shade match myself, and I just use their shade matching app, which works for me. I just use my KVD Good Apple foundation, which is my correct shade. And that's how I found my foundations when I go in shopping at Sephora, so I'm not going in blind. And of course, I'll swatch them on my hand just to make sure. See how nice that blended out? Okay, and because I'm just not doing anything right now, let's use our cream product. Wrong brush. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Contour Stick, shade Oaks on You, which obviously I don't contour, I just bronze. So I'm just going to bronze it up. Take it here. That's how I bronze, even with powder bronzer. Same method, same areas. I need to pin my bangs back. Okay, here we go. Full uniform. So I'm just going to take my Patrick Ta cream powder contour brush and just blend that out. Look how decent nice that blended. You probably see better on this side. Ooh. You see that? Gorgeous. And then blend the forehead. Whenever I hear women must know we shape shift, or no, if the church finds out we can shape shift, something along the lines. Someone will figure it out. I'm shape shifting right now. That's, here we go for that, for bronzer. Bronze to the guys. Find our blush. We're gonna use the Beauty Blender Flirty Rose Cream Blush here. Open Sesame. I've been currently into like berry tones. Get that nice little glow. To get on the other side, this is e.l.f. Putty Blush. I have a guy at work that thinks I went to school for my makeup. I did not, and he says this because, well, he thinks this because I will do factory work, so. And yes, I go to factory work just looking like this. And, I look sunburnt. Not for long, though. And, he says that because I don't lose my makeup. And it doesn't get, like, get touched. Like, it doesn't melt off in the summertime, and it gets really hot in there. So, you know, he's bound to probably think that. I even have people ask me if I did my own makeup, and I'm like, yes. Take that as a compliment, because your girl ain't got that kind of money to pay people to do my makeup. Okay, so see how I just went through, did a little touch-up blending. So now we're gonna powder down. Put that in there. I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star powder, shade Fair, and I just tap it in the lid. So it's in the lid. So I'm gonna take this big beauty blender here and push it underneath the eye. Duolingo said, "Come learn your Spanish." Okay, so now I'm just gonna take the flat end of it, and I will just do the rest of my face with it. I can actually do my full face of glam here in 20-minute hairs. I know this because I wake up late all the time. And here's something funny. When I do go to work, when I don't know makeup, nobody can tell the difference. I always find that funny. Because I can tell. Because for one, my cheeks are never this glorious looking. They pale. They pale. My cheeks are pale AF. So that's what I find funny. And I'm like, cool, thanks. And then on the other side of life, I get the comments are like, you look so pretty without your makeup. You don't need it. And they're like, that's a compliment. I'm like, thanks, but good news is I don't wear it for you, you know? For me. I hope I wear it for me, because you know how much money I spent? Enough. We're just gonna get the forehead. Make sure it is going. And that is, I always take my hand over my face to make sure I didn't miss a spot, because your girl do be doing that. And I'll have a weird looking spot on my face. I'm holding this over on the floor so that way when it waxes powders on the edge of it, it doesn't get all over me, which it did. Okay, so now I go in with my finishing powder, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Powder. And I looked up the shade online, but don't remember the shade now. So it's the very first one. This is a ride or die right here. I haven't touched any of my other finishing powders because I've been using this one. I need you guys to know I didn't cut corners either doing my makeup right now, because this is full on how we do our full glam. Although after I'm done on my shower, I'm going to eat some ramen noodles with a hard-boiled egg, which I put in a bag with Tajin seasoning and salt. And I made some croissants too. So that's gonna be my dinner. That sounds good. So that's done. I will not go back in with bronzer or blush because I already did that. I'm not like natural moment. So now what I do is what do I do next? Spray my face with setting spray. That's it. I almost forgot I did this. So I'm gonna use the MAC. It's their MAC Prep and Prime. It's coconut. I'm just going to, I wave it with my eye shut. Hopefully I don't sneeze, because 90% of the time when I do this, I do sneeze. And I'm just going to pat it in with my glorious sponge, which I'll probably have to get a new one. My cats have figured out how to get them and tear them to shreds. It always looks like a murder scene out here with my sponges. It's a crime has been committed. So I'm gonna put those up real quick. Okay, so that's done. Eyebrows. Oh, I usually go with my wipe and do that, and then so we're gonna do our brows. My Xbox turned itself off. I had my Xbox on. It's okay, I'll turn it back on. We're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is Brow Lift, and it's in the shade Natural Brown. And I just see, I really don't do too much of my brows because I have brows. I was not in that pick my brow era trend. It's probably a good thing now because I let my friend, who I so desperately wanted to be kind of similar to, but you know what I mean? We all have that face, I think. And I let her pick my brows, and right in the center, so now I get a unibrow. I have to keep that thing in check. Okay, so now we got our brows. My brows are so dry, so I get like dry skin that flakes off of them. Okay. Now we go in with, come on, it's the ABH Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax, which I will take the end of this e.l.f. eyebrow duo brush, and I take the brush side and I go in there, get that much off, put the lid back on, and then I just squish it onto the lid like that, and then roll my brush around in it. That's great, it works fabulous. So I just take this brush, see, I'm just rolling it in it. Don't worry, I cleaned that off. It's just, you know. And then I just take it, and I just don't do this a feather. I just do it to hold them bad boys in place. Because I don't want to lose the pigment I just put in there. So that's my brows, and the last is lips. I'm gonna go with my favorite neutral right now, which is Bo Babe from Disney Morph Times Mickey collab. Was not bad application. Now we highlight, because your girl almost forgot to highlight. I do forget to highlight sometimes. I just be rolling with it. And I'm just using the Lexi 250 Large Eye Blending. How is that an eye brush? What are you doing? Just one solid color for you just put a shimmer? I can't. This is the perfect highlighting brush. Okay. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill shade Iced. I want to pick up her setting powder. She just came out with her new collection. Ooh, look at that. So now that I've applied that, what I usually do, can't stand when there's no powder in there, is I will take my finger, bronzer stick all over. Nope. Go in. Everything's a mess right now. Okay. I just go in with my finger and just blend it in with the heat of my finger. Gorgeous. And that is my get ready with me build your own palette. Let me know, how did you like this? If you didn't like this, I can try to film one at least once a week. But this is what we did with our current palette. I'm gonna use this for the month. So I'm in love. All right, which is my actual look for today. I did a new look today. Thanks for watching, and tell me, what are you currently obsessed with? What are your favorite things? What are your new favorite techniques? What are you loving? All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.